Hello and welcome to a brand new session of Queer and D, where a bunch of us get together and play D&D whenever time permits. This is take two because apparently I had the microphone muted when I was recording the last one, because I also use this computer to stream on Twitch, so that's fun. But we don't have too much in the way of announcements. Pretty much it's just holiday announcements, in that we're doing two sessions back to back this week and next week, because we're now in holiday season. After that we're going to do two sessions in December, and then take a slightly extended break for Christmas. So that's the way things are going to work out in terms of holidays for us. So you're going to have a session this week and next week, a week's break, we're back, a week's break, then we're back, and then we're off again for about 3 or 4 weeks. As we've still got to decide exactly what date we're coming back in January, depending on people's schedules. So keep an eye on our socials, which are Twitter, Instagram, Mastodon. We now have that as well, seeing as everybody's sort of setting that up. Queer_N_D on pretty much all of them, but the links for our socials are in the description below. Everything will also be posted online on our website, queerand.d.com, so you can always check there for the latest updates. In terms of a quick recap, the party are now at the point where they are going in to start setting up, or the day that they're starting to set up for Lady Riolana's birthday fit. So that's now coming up, but before we got there, Tix and Leaf went to a spa where Leaf revealed that they have missing chunks of their memory, where there's just something there that they can't access, as the memories are just gone entirely. They don't know exactly how long is gone, what's gone, or anything like that, but they just know that there's something missing. There was also the date with Torin and Morwena, where Torin thinks that he overshared in terms of revealing sort of what happened when he left the island and why he left the island and came to Phenothia. So he thought that the date went poorly because he overshared, which it didn't, as Morwena asked to meet up a few days later to do a book exchange. Even though Morwena knows that Torin is probably going to be leaving the city soon, she still agreed. And Mika helped set up for the date, so that was Mika's contribution towards that, as well as with Secret and River. They sort of snuck out of the tavern and they sort of went and checked out what was going on with the date. So that's what they did. River also finished working on the Assassin's Blade, so she now has that at her disposal for what's coming up next. Very, very quick recap. These sessions, as you know, are very relatively short in terms of other actual plays that you see. The reason for that is that we do have time differences to take into consideration. Also, we all work full-time jobs, so we need to sort of have that time during the week that's just for that, and the weekends are for D&D and everything else that we need to do in our general everyday lives. So that's the reason why our sessions are short, as well as once every couple of weeks, as it just depends on when time permits really as to when we can play. But anyway, it's time for us now to jump straight in to this new session of Queer and D. This one looks a little different because the main recording that I usually do for the sound settings are all off on them, so this one is sort of the main one where it will flip backwards and forwards between who's talking, just because that's the only recording that I have that has the audio. But it's a good thing that we have that backup, as it means that you do still have this session that you can watch and listen to, whether it be in YouTube format with the video, or if you're listening to it on podcast version. But we'll jump straight in and see basically what these guys fuck up now.
Right. Recap.
Let's do this.
Okay, last time. Oh god. I'm just using this notes because I've not written notes out properly in weeks. So last time
you guys. Well, there was a date with Marwina last time.
Mm-hmm.
There was also a trip to the spa.
Oh yeah, that was nice.
There was some sneaking out to go and check out the date.
I don't think that characterizes it exactly right.
Yeah, we didn't sneak. We were on.
And what else did you guys do? There was backstory revealed and backstory revealed and backstory revealed.
It was backstory.
Yeah, back to back.
Back to life.
Wait, who revealed backstory? I don't even remember last session.
Leaf revealed backstory. Torin revealed backstory. And
Oh,
there
Spa
was
Day,
Mika
yeah.
backstory.
That's true. There was a lot of backstory.
You might want to go re-listen.
I'm gonna have to go check that out again.
There was some heavy overshare.
You didn't overshare. It's fine. Your date
But
was fine.
the good thing is Secret was there for none of it, so I don't know anything.
Yeah.
It's true.
Sweet.
You're actually very good not metagaming. Good job.
Then after all the backstory share, we kind of sped through a few days quite quickly. Torin went back and did a little book club exchange with Marwina. And you guys are now on the day that you can finally gain entry to the compound.
There we go.
I have a question. Didn't I buy like some fire arrows or something from someone?
Yes, you did.
Yep.
I still haven't added them because did you create them by any chance?
Probably not. I've been crazy busy.
Fire arrows are in D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Are they? I couldn't find them. Hold on.
And did you add our little ear thingies?
Not
or
yet,
we
no.
just okay?
I will do it. I have.
Oh, they
been-
don't have fire arrows.
Yeah, they
just
don't
kidding.
have them. I would thought they would too, and I can't find them.
I will add them. Let me write a note to myself somewhere where I will remember it. Add D&D Beyond. Fire arrows. Listening ear cuff.
Yeah, I just added message.
And then there was also some daggers that were bought.
Yeah, I have a.
Yep.
I added a
Plus one arrows. Daggers.
I have 2+1 daggers I added, and I have the listening cuff in my inventory.
Yeah, I have a listening cup in my inventory as well.
Cool. So all that sort of admin stuff is done.
And my wand of secrets.
Yes.
I don't think I have the listening cuff in there because you were going to make it different than the one that was in
Yes.
D&D Beyond.
I was, yeah.
I added
just-
it until
It's
Just make a
basic-
custom item and
Yeah.
just call it the listening cuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll send you guys exactly what it's called, just to have to go in and physically make it. But basically, it's instead of it being like, I think it was like one message or something like that you could send, as long as you guys were in range for the cantrip message, then you could kind of talk and speak amongst each other as if it's a walkie-talkie. And you pretty much just had to activate it when you wanted it activated.
Also, didn't I spend a couple of the days studying the snare bag or whatever?
I think you studied
You
it a
spent
little bit, the balls.
You spent it working on your armor to get
Yes.
the
Yeah, I
blade.
think it's
Where-
like an hour just looking at the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you spent a lot of time getting your Assassin's Blade sort of thing from Assassin's Creed up and running. So that's all good to go now?
Yep.
Awesome. So we're all caught up on where we're at.
I gotta add
So it is now the day that you all finally get to gain access to Lady Rihanna's compound. Where is this one? Let's see what the weather's like today, seeing as your original plan was that at least some of you were going to be camping out overnight.
Yeah.
It's a little bit chilly for this time of year. It's still like August or like August sort of time. So it's a little bit colder. There's a bit of a breeze coming in off the sea. There's no rain at the moment, but there is kind of grey clouds overhead. Let me stick that back up on the DM screen. So you wake up, I would say it's like, what, 9 o'clock in the morning by the time you all wake up and head down to breakfast, so that you can start on your plans for the day.
1d5.
Is anyone else hearing an echo of Christine?
A little bit, yes. Not like obtrusively so, but just a little bit.
Is this better?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. The thingy had moved forwards a bit.
I had no echo, so I was very confused.
Well, I just was thinking for the audio quality of
Yeah.
recording.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
good.
true. Yeah, that's fair.
So we're on the day. It's a day. The day is
Yes.
coming for the actual event.
I'm sitting at the table.
Well, the event is
For the
tomorrow.
recon. We're doing recon today.
This is
that
when
correct?
we can get in.
We
and
can
set
get
up
in
our-
today and set up, and then tomorrow.
Okay. So I'm just gonna come on down and have some breakfast and wait for y'all to come.
I'm already down there.
Yeah.
I want to say that I got up hella early because I couldn't sleep.
Mm.
Yep. So
I'm
my
eating
first
apples and looking at my wand.
my
No.
first in knowing what day it is, my first impulse is to go, "Hey there, Poppy. How you doing today?"
There we go.
Great. Mhm, mhm.
Uh-huh.
Really good. I've had 3 cups of coffee. It's so good.
Oh God, you had
Oh.
coffee.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Oh boy. All right. So that's where we are. Okay. That tells me, I think, everything I need to know about your emotional mental state.
My emotions are pretty good. A little nervous. Little nervous, but I'm good.
And you've had 3 cups of coffee. I just
really want to be aware, you know? I want to be on my toes. I'm ready to
I
go.
understand. I understand you want to be alert. Also, try not to vibrate into another dimension while we're at it.
It's at this point some nice thick cut French toast with syrup and berries and things like that is brought over to the table.
Oh, that sounds delightful.
Mm.
I make my way downstairs now.
That's like a little wave thing going around there.
Yep.
Then you just do slow motion. Down, down. There you go. Right. So Secret was walking down to the breakfast table. Yep. I'm gonna appear still kind of wet-ish hair from a shower I've had. And I'll be like have a towel wrapped sort of rolled up like a sausage like around my like shoulders, with a leather sort of almost like breast kind of plate or like binder type top on, and I'm just gonna like walk down, obviously have trousers on as well, but like
Clarification.
Or what?
clarification, yeah.
Got a character.
True, but no, it's not that. It's too early for that kind of moment. So yeah, I've just had like a shower. My hair is kind of still wet, so it's like a slightly darker greenish color. And I'm just like walking down. So like basic, and I've got like, sort of like leaf kind of not tattoos, but kind of like war paint kind of art on my arms. And I'm just gonna walk down and be like, ooh, this looks like a lovely breakfast. Good morning, everyone.
You should try to go.
Good
morning. Good morning.
Morning. So I'm gonna just grab some berries and whatever that's on the tray or plate, and sit down and just enjoy.
You seem so relaxed this morning.
Yes. I think the baths and the massage, was very much needed.
Seriously recommend. Seriously, it was so good.
Oh.
So good.
There's just like a pop of like fire. You just go, boop. Oh, sorry.
Okay, Sparky, what's going on over there?
I'm just making sure everything's ready. Just checking.
Okay.
Okay.
A little startling there for a second.
Sorry.
You're resistant to fire. You're fine.
Just worry about everybody else.
Take out my garrote, make sure that's like tied together.
I'm gonna sit down next to Broderick and look over at Poppy, turn to Broderick, and go, so scale of 1 to 10, how bad is that?
I think it's a little beyond the scale at this point.
Yeah. I'm just like, I'm chill, guys.
Okay. All right. Glad to see that,
Everything
that
is
some
ready to
things
go.
haven't changed.
Yeah,
I mean,
Look what I fixed. Watch. And the blade comes out. And then
Oh.
back in.
Nice.
Doesn't she have to roll to see if the blade works?
No,
No!
because we
I
did
fixed
that last time.
Oh, you fixed it? Okay.
Yeah.
It's fully
ready to
functional
go.
now.
I mean, probably like I have to roll to see, like, I don't know. You said it was good, so I don't know what
Yeah.
you.
yeah, it's off the scale. Yeah, it's off the scale.
I'm going to get up and go to our server and ask them to please, if they're providing that one with more coffee, make it decaf.
So that girl's orange juice.
I still got a cup in front of me.
And like give them like a silver
Okay,
and head back to the table.
awesome.
Someone just want to accidentally knock that cup out of there.
no,
I will cut a bit.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. She's gonna be fine.
It's all gonna go just fine. You know, we know what's up. We've scoped it out. We've planned it out. We've talked it over so
we
many
have
times.
all agreed to rein in our usual chaos.
Yeah, I mean, it's we're kind of overthinking it. Really, it's gonna go really
I
smoothly.
think I almost feel like we got here too early. We've had
Yeah.
way too much time to think about this.
You know, and when that happens, you kind of create more anxiety and chaos in your mind. You know,
You've agreed you're not going to walk into a room and breathe fire.
I'm not. I mean,
I
there's no point in that,
have agreed I'm not going to stab first and ask questions later.
right? Solid. You know, we don't know. I mean, Branch is kind of a mixed bag. We don't know really what's going to happen there, but they have the best of intentions, though. Best of intentions.
And have agreed already. Also, we're going to make prudent choices.
Prudent choices.
Prudence.
Oh,
Prudence.
we did.
Just call me Prudence, and I morph into like church lady for a second, and then back.
Oh God, religious traumas. Don't do that.
Sorry. Oh,
Wow.
paladins with religious trauma. I'm so sorry.
And I just asked the table. I'm still my dye job. It's great, right? It's good.
We redid it.
Yeah,
You touched it up. You
looks
touched
good.
it up
You're
last
looking
night.
Great.
You're looking like a sleek panther.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Okay, next question. Legit question. Okay. I only have 2 spell slots. So we're going in today,
Mhm.
but it's happening tomorrow, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
We're just going into setup today.
So I'm just, going through my spells,
All right, and I'm just kind of looking around the room because I feel like we're talking too much in a small space, and I'm a little worried about it.
Okay, I'm talking quietly. Even though I'm real loud, it's quiet.
Stage whisper.
Fast.
I'm just gonna use my ear cuff, and that way I can talk really quiet.
I just need to know, because, I'm preparing my spells for the day.
Gotcha.
And for today, being as we're trying to get in and all that stuff.
Right.
Should I do, because I'm going to do False Life tomorrow. Give myself a little bumpity bump. But should I have Identify up at all, or?
Yes. Yeah,
today?
I think anything that's going to let us evaluate the area, anything that's going to let us do recon when it's less chaotic, because tomorrow there's going to be a lot more people around.
Because I have Detect Magic up. So I can keep that. I'll keep that up. And I have Cure Wounds always.
You don't need Detect Magic. Mika has that, so you can choose
okay.
something else. Sorry, I've just got
Right.
Mika's spell character
good.
sheet up just now, so
Well, because I also have that ritually. So if I cast it, I can always do it ritually. So it doesn't take a spell slot. That's why I have it up.
fair.
But she has it. at least for today anyway. I'll use disguise self in case anyone needs, in case I need to add extra. Should I have alarm for tonight for like when we sleep in the tent?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Alarm. I have catapult because I figure we can maybe use that in some of the tricks or whatever that we might be doing.
Yeah, for performance needs.
Yeah. And I can do one more. Wait, can I do one more? I have alarm, catapult, cure wounds, and disguise self. So that's all I got for today. But if there's something else you think we might need instead of, should I do identify instead of something?
Well, you don't use.
Mm.
You then don't need to add that because you don't use attack spells. Generally, you use smite.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to do disguise self because I'm already died. So what's the point?
So
they probably see through it.
You don't have attack. You don't use all the attack.
Right, but if I'm your dad,
Yes, but if you're like casting,
Yeah, I'm going to use identify. Okay, I'm good.
one of my, that's on my attack.
All right.
Not on my.
because your greatsword is like a +8 or whatever, and that's what you're adding when you're using smite because smite's not an attack roll.
No, go up to the bar and keep and just ask them for like a. Do you have like a jug of water or something? I can like a to-go cup.
To-go.
A to-go jug,
Right.
a growler, if you will.
And I could loan you a tankard.
Next flask. There's some wine. It's been in there for a while. Could you clean it out and add the water?
Yes, I suppose I could.
Excellent.
Takes it slowly off of you and
That wine has
smells
been
the
in there
wine
since
and
like day 2.
kind of recoils back. Like the wine's kind of went a bit acidic with how long it's been in there.
Poppy right now is just like
Vibrating into another dimension. Yes.
Listen.
Cheers! We have the same cup today.
Oh, nice.
So,
My sweatpants match on.
so Poppy, do you need water to carry with you, or are you wanting water at a different location? What is the water issue?
To drink.
Just to drink.
You have to stay hydrated.
Oh, okay. All right, just checking. I can create water, so I just wonder.
Oh, nice. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah, and I can purify water.
I don't drink alcohol, and I drink coffee occasionally. Other than that, I just really drink water.
Uh-huh, yeah, true.
This is what we call prepper Poppy.
Oh.
I am going to secret addresses you all and is like, I'm gonna step outside for a moment.
Why?
Say hi for us.
All right, be right back.
Why?
Tell him hi. Tell him sorry again about the stab.
Here, take him some pocket bacon.
So I make my way out of the tavern inn that we're staying in, and I'm just seeing how many times I can do this to y'all. And go around a back alley and meet with, what did I name her? Anastasia? Was that the name?
Sure.
She's the last princess of Russia.
Hold on. No, I made up a name and I can't remember.
There is a name. There is a name. Let me find it.
Hold on.
That's a banging movie. Like, honestly, I love
Serafina.
One of my
Serafina,
best
thank
favorite
you.
movies.
Serafina. All right.
Serafina.
So I go find Serafina and I give her the extra ear cuff that I purchased
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and let her know to only notify me in case of an emergency.
Cool.
And maybe let us know when they're around because they might get a dagger to the face.
And to keep their So what I tell Serafina is that we're going to Lady Raylana's compound today. She's aware. our plan, and her team of contacts that I have, since I have the Queen's okay on this mission, to keep an eye on the compound for any incoming trouble or anything suspicious, and to let me know if anything seems like it's going to go down.
Suspicious.
Okay. No, I'm just imagining like someone like in Lake Town, like in The Hobbit, and they're in the barrel and stuff like that, Stephen Colbert and everything. So I'm done with that.
Yeah. God forbid somebody like take a rucksack and leave it outside the gate and walk away and and then I return inside, and I let them all know. Secret's like, okay, I bought the extra ear cuff. I gave it to my contact, so we'll be notified if anything outside of the compound is going down.
Did you say hi to Seraphina for us? Did you give her bacon?
Is it Seraphina? Terafina?
Seraphina.
Oh.
Yes, I did.
Cool.
Great. Hopefully she doesn't backstab us. We're good. Let's go.
Let's go.
So you guys are getting access like later in the afternoon, early evening. So is there anything that you want to do from like the end of breakfast until then, or?
River's just going to be going over everything, making sure everything works, everything's ready to go. Like, that's all I'm doing.
I'm basically... No, you go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Oh no.
No.
Rollies.
I'm just standing outside, kind of hunched over, petting just outside, kind of hunched over, petting a stray cat.
Cool. I am going to basically get more dressed and sort out all my like itinerary and like basically like all the contents of everything I have, and make sure like my armor is like in fully functioning, and just making sure it's all in order.
Cool.
I am putting on the like most flamboyant colors of like tunic and stuff that I have with me. I'm in the Max persona, so I'm the big muscly blue tiefling, and I'm like polishing my horns and making sure they're like super tight, putting on like extra like stage makeup. Like I'm getting into the whole like circus performer aspect of it. My swords are extra polished because sword swallowing and all that. Yeah, so I'm just like I'm getting ready.
I'm also stretching because I forgot about that part. I'm also stretching because I'm going to be doing like flips and shit.
I am currently staring off into the horizon with a cat on my shoulder.
Oh God, are we gonna have a cat by the end of this episode?
I have my hood on.
I'm like stretching, practicing some back flips.
Wait, where is everyone right now? Because I'm so like spaced out. I'm like,
yeah, you're still all in the tavern, I'm assuming.
In our
rooms. Yeah, I was in my room anyway, just like tending to all my stuff, so that's fine. I was just very confused when I said there was a cat on someone's shoulder. Like,
I'm outside.
Roderick's outside.
You're outside. Okay, that makes sense.
After I tell everybody, I walk outside with Broderick and just lean against the side of the building, looking really aloof.
Just watching me do backflips. So I'm outside doing backflips in front of the place. They're very good.
At this point, I'm closing my eyes and relaxing, and the cat is now purring on my shoulder.
Who is this cat? Have you named it?
Yeah.
I rolled a 12 on my practice backflips, so they don't look great right now.
Yeah, you're not quite sticking the land, and you've got like maybe an 8.5 on them.
Just skidding out of it.
You got a 6 from the Russian judge.
Is a Russian judge? Is he a gnome in the corner with it? He's got this very curled mustachio, and he's got the little fez on his head.
Holds up.
Oh. You see there's a little crowd gathered, and there's just a child holding a little sign. No.
So one of the things I'm going to practice is doing, like, throwing up a knife or my dagger, throwing it up, doing like 2 like standing in place backflips. So I'm not going anywhere. I'm doing them, you know, like they do.
Yep.
And then catching it.
Ooh, 17 plus 8. So that looks real fucking good.
That looks really cool.
All right.
The little crowd that's gathered there, give you a round of applause.
I leave out a little place they can leave me change.
I very quietly say to Secret, just kind of still with my eyes closed, very aware that they're there. I think everything's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
That-
We're gonna do the best we can, I guess, as I watch River flipping and flying in front of me.
When the time comes, she'll be fine. She'll shine.
I believe you. I think she'll be fine.
Yeah.
I
So
think all of the waiting though is was not good for her.
No, not at all. Not at all. As she does practical cartwheels across in front of me there, just kind of spinning out, little poofs coming off of her wand.
And now that I have my eyeliner perfect, little wings, you know,
Jesus, you went all out.
I'm gonna stroll out to the front to kind of post up and watch the show.
Got that sway. Got that swag.
This has been going on for what? 2-3 hours? What? How long?
Yeah. You know what I'm worried about is the crash.
Yeah. We may have to just keep feeding her sugar or something to keep it up until.
We just let it play out.
Yeah.
Just let it play out.
I'm picturing
The
us.
goal is to crash hard so I can sleep the night before.
If I look out my window, can I see them like outside? Like, what view is out my window? Actually, out of curiosity.
You're kind of overlooking the main road from the room that you're
My
in.
room is looking over the main road. So everyone, are they all back inside now, or is
No, they're all
anyone there?
just still out, like in the main road sort of area.
I'm gonna open the window and be like, "Hi."
You almost ready?
Yeah, sorry, I don't actually know what we're doing today, guys. What are we actually planning on doing? Like, I don't know why everyone's outside.
Oh, come on down and find out.
Oh, okay, cool. Do I need everything? Like all my armor and everything? Like, are we like?
Yeah, it's getting close to time.
Yeah.
It's getting close to time to go get our access passes and
Okay, I got you. Okay, right, cool, no problem. I'll be down in a jiffy. And then, like, about 2 seconds later, I like appear, like, out the front door, and I'm like, sorry about that. I didn't know we were doing something today.
Hey, Swift. Nice.
I've just been so relaxed from the massage and everything that time is just weird.
Time is weird, my friend.
Well,
Time
and
is
we've been a
very
whole
weird.
lot of waiting until today and tomorrow, really. So
Yeah.
are we just
We're good to go.
Yeah.
Let's bust out of here. Let's go. The cat jumps off my shoulder. My eyes are wide open, and I'm revitalized. I'm good to run.
So here's a question. Do we need... I got a pass for my swords because they're part of my act.
Mine are also, my daggers are part of my
Maybe
act.
it's part of her act. Do we need to load up the bear? Do we need the bear right now? Do we need the bear?
Before we get there, probably. We have a covered cart, correct?
I mean, we
Yeah.
yeah, we do.
We can put me into the cart and basically have a thing over it that says don't, like, you can't lift it, and basically I'll just make growling noises.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't
you
think
have-
that's gonna fly.
Yeah.
You have painting skills. You can paint on the outside of it. Warning.
Caution, bear.
Bear.
Yeah, exactly.
Do
And
not
they
approach live animal.
I can also take one of my, what's it called? Little stony rock or ball bearings, and we can record a sound into it, and it will play the sound over and over
Yeah, but that's gonna be too rhythmic. I agree with Secret. I think we need to be like. I think we need a bear.
Yeah.
So you do really want me to be a bear. Okay.
Yeah, I think we need you to be a bear.
Bear.
Well,
That's
we
fine.
could record like a little blurb about us, like magnificent. I don't remember our names.
Pussy Bandits.
The magnificent Pussy Bandits, and just record that on the thing and have that keep playing loudly.
That's true.
Huh? Yeah, that could be
Somebody with a cool like
Marketing.
not me.
I mean, can someone paint something on the outside of our canvas? I think we need flair on this canvas.
We already did that.
Or
Did
we
we
left
do that?
town. Yeah, we did that. We did
Yeah.
that for our journey. Like we've been
Yeah.
traveling in our.
It's got like ribbons and shit. It's all painted.
It's all
Oh.
decked out. Yeah, it's been
Oh,
that way
I
this
guess
whole
we've been
trip.
traveling with it down. Or
Yeah.
really, I wasn't
It
aware.
looks like the glitter shitter.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
okay.
does, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yes,
we did
I'm aware of this. I'm aware of this. Totally aware of it. Been aware of it the whole time. Never mind. Totally got it now.
Well, okay, so I know you'd think we would have already discussed this over the last week that we've had. If we're just getting our like camping spot, maybe we don't actually.
We
need-
did discuss this. We did. The reason we need the bear is because the bear transforms and hides all our shit
Right.
to go into the facility. But here's the thing: we should get a long rest before the next day, so it's not wasting. You just need
Yeah,
to be a
it's
bear
not wasting. It's just for today.
until we get to our tent.
Well, shouldn't we don't really need the bear because, to be honest, the bear doesn't have any weapons. So surely, like, only people who need to get the access pass need to go.
Well, no, but the bear is how we smuggle all of everyone else's weapons in.
Yes, I know that, but the bear, as a bear, do I need to get an access pass for myself?
Yeah, so
You're just going
to
with us.
clarify, so
There, I
Mika
would
has
like
the
for you
bag
to
of
have an access pass on a fucking lanyard.
Okay, to clarify about the whole bear thing, the reason that you decided on doing that was because Mika has the bag of holding, so you were all going to put your stuff in there, but and then you would have the bag of holding as the bear because then that transforms with you into the bear form, so they can't find it.
Here's the thing: Mika's not. We could just have Mika be the bear today,
That's true. Mika could be the bear today
right?
because Mika can be shaped too.
But then who will I be if they randomly are like, who's this person?
Well, you and Mika are going to be the like roadie like trade off because you were going to have to do that tomorrow anyway because you can't hold beast shape for the whole day.
No, I can only do it for 3 hours.
You can be the bear wrangler.
Yeah, so you're the bear trainer. Whichever one of you is not the bear is the bear trainer, right?
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what we decided.
Yeah, which is perfect because I have animal handling, so it's all good.
Yep. Well, and she is a very sentient bear, so she shouldn't misbehave anyway. She's going to be a very sleepy bear.
Right. She's the bear handler.
Yeah. Yeah, she
When
should.
you
Yeah.
pranked her to come in. She's totally safe.
All right. So we all know need
Where
to
is Mika
the bear is coming to get the bag.
Is Mika in her room still, or is Mika in the Bjorn? Did someone get her?
Nobody went and got Mika.
Oh,
I mean, went upstairs to go get Mika. I forgot her, and I just drove up the stairs and go to the room. And Mika, she passed out. I'm just snatch up the Bjorn and put her inside.
We need her to be a bear,
Throw it
though.
on the back and bring her down, and you guys can deal with her. Here we go.
Mika, we need you to be a bear.
Not yet. Well, now? How long does it last?
You can hold it for like 3 hours.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like 2 weapons together to wake her up.
I think that it actually serves us to be seen with the bear.
Agreed.
Yes.
head.
So put anything that we can't have into the bag of holding.
I'm gonna put Mika in the back of the caravan, and we can discuss there on our way.
So my short
'cause
bow.
she needs to transform into a bear, and that shouldn't happen
Yeah.
in public.
Right, it can happen in the covered wagon.
But my short bow, well, we're in the covered wagon. We put my short bow in there, my arrows, my ball bearings.
Yeah, I put my longbow.
Crowbar,
I can pretty much keep everything else.
my garrots, my hammer.
How long does it take to get from the tavern to where we're going to pick up the stuff?
I would say that it's probably going to be about with the cart. Anyway, it's going to be a little bit slower because you're going through busier streets. So it's probably going to be maybe about 20 to 25 minutes.
Okay.
For you to get there. It is faster than walking.
Yeah.
But it's,
I also put the wand in there.
So Mika should transform into the bear pretty much just before we get there, just in case there's any.
No,
hiccups.
we were saying that we should be seen going through town with the bear.
Oh, right. Okay.
Because it gives credence, it gives like
legitimacy.
legitimacy.
Okay.
That's the word I'm looking for to the
Makes
whole.
sense. Okay. Yeah.
So Mika can turn into the bear on
We
our
need
way
to-
before we get there.
Before we leave here, we need Mika with the bag to turn into the bear, so we are seen going through town with the bear.
I hear that. I hear that. We need to do that in the caravan so no one can see us. Mika changes into the bear in the caravan.
Okay, one very important question. What type of bear?
Oh, shit.
Grizzly bear.
Grizzly bear, big one, big old grizzly bear. Big
That's not going to happen in the cart.
Right. I was thinking,
Oh, a brown bear. Sorry.
How big of a bear?
well,
Just
brown
like
bear,
a
grizzly
a
bear.
medium-sized brown
It
bear.
depends what you've seen, though, because you can only wild shape what you've seen.
Yeah.
well, I was thinking when we go to get the cart, Mika will go like in the Bjorn or whatever, and maybe you'll put like a cloak over it so no one can see she's in the Bjorn. And then when we go to get the cart, we can be like she was tied up there and she can come with us with the cart. So
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah. Brown bear, sun bear. There's many bears.
Just a typical brown bear makes the most sense, I think.
It's I would say a black bear or a grizzly bear. So probably a black bear.
yeah, I would say a black bear.
Yeah.
Not too big, but big enough to be a bear.
Yeah, black
Big enough to be a slightly intimidating bear.
I
Right.
think mine is grizzly.
All right.
Then
Well,
she-
they need to be the same bear. So
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
bear you
then.
actually turn into is what bear she needs to turn
Yeah,
into.
That's why I was asking. So you have it set that it's not like Mika's turning into a brown bear and then you're turning
Oh,
into
no.
a polar
Grizzly.
bear.
Well,
So
grizzly.
it's a brown bear. I've seen both.
Okay. Okay, just a regular medium-sized brown bear.
Okay.
Bog standard. Cool.
We now get in the cart and go.
All right, so you all jump into the car. I'm assuming Torin is driving again, as always.
As always, yeah.
You see that there's still the box there with the apple that you managed to bring with you through the teleportation circle. So you have apple with you.
Apple the tree.
Has it grown a bit?
It's looking a little dry.
Oh,
I get some of my water.
I'm
Okay.
gonna use we're gonna water it, and also I'm gonna whisper to it and say, "Grow, pretty little apple tree."
Okay.
Grow,
With my coin to see how many times it lands on the lucky side.
Okay.
I mean, trees do like being sung to and spoken to.
Exactly. So I'm hoping that this apple tree will be even more special whenever we can plant it somewhere.
Can you use your magic on it?
I think so. I'd have to I think so. I mean, I'm one with the earth and the land. So I need to look at my spell slots, man. Must be the time.
It feels like there might be something you could do for the tree to enhance its well-being.
Enhance its experience.
Yes, enhance its experience.
I can mold the earth, but I can't really. I don't know if I can do anything with it. I mean, I haven't. I need to learn a spell, maybe.
Can you talk with plants? Is that something you can do?
I give the plant guidance.
And can someone speak with plants? I mean, does someone have that ability?
No.
And does
No.
Mika?
Well, Mika's
Mika
Mika's
can
a
only
bear
speak with
right now.
animals.
yeah, Mika's
Yeah.
a bear.
So she's just all roar.
Yeah, trying to talk back to you, but nobody can understand her.
Oh, that's gonna be a problem.
We're
I
fine.
mean,
Well, I would
if
think
anybody
would
has speak with
understand.
animals, then it's okay.
I
But
think I used to. Maybe I have another character that does. Getting all my characters like mixed up.
I gotta
I
say,
can't speak with animals, and I turned to Bear Mika. Everything okay?
it's just a little cramped in here.
the bear's walking beside the cart. The bear is not in
Okay,
the
I
cart.
thought the bear was in the
So
cart.
many complicated thoughts about the fucking bear.
The whole point is so people can see the bear. The
Okay.
bear's
Right,
rolling along beside. It's too big to be in the cart with the rest of
I
us.
wondered
right. Agreed. Not that, but it would slow
Okay,
us down.
let
by
me
like
rephrase
one.
then.
When we
Let me
put the-
retcon and do that
all right,
again then.
all right.
I can create a sleep storm if that's of any use to anyone.
No. I don't think right now.
Maybe
no.
what she really meant was that, she was feeling a little bit cramped in her bear form.
It's like 4 times the size of her dwarven form.
I
Now
mean,
it's-
just be no, that's not fair. How you feel on the inside does not dictate how your physical being is. Maybe she feels cramped. Maybe as Mika regularly, she feels 10 times the size that she is.
Or maybe
But in
she
this
just
bear,
doesn't
she only
like
feels 8 times.
I've actually come up with a very good thought, actually, that's come to my mind, is we probably should have Mika as the bear first, because if she gets tired really quickly, we want her to be like on full form, and then as soon as she starts to sleep and the spell is about to wear off, then we can do the changeover and I'll have all the energy to carry
No,
out
that's
the
once we get to
the
a
more
event.
the more extreme tasks, and then if things turn hairy, no pun intended, I can like help out a bit more as a bear
Yeah.
form.
Right.
Yeah. No, this is good. Yeah. No, it's good.
This causes some concern and thought. You know how Mika kind of has some narcolepsy?
Yeah, but beast shape, you can sleep in your beast shape, I believe. It just has a time limit. If no one's beating the crap out of her, then she can sleep as a bear.
I mean, what if she starts to walk along and then just passes out sleeping?
Secret turns to Bear Mika. Goes, boy, they plan an awful lot.
I mean, I'm just saying, if we're gonna really dive into this bear scenario, let's really get
Let's
into
not.
We're fine. Let's just, it's a 20-minute fucking walk. We're going to make it to the goddamn place.
Right,
Mika
let's
turns
get,
round to you,
episode.
Secret.
about bear.
Mika
Right, let's
turns
catch
round
them.
to you, Secret. The rest of you just hear like random like bear noises. But it says it's not like I just fall asleep walking down the road or anything like that. I just go to sleep when it's safe.
Yeah.
Have
I'll
we,
never do this out in the middle.
have we not been in battle and Mika's been asleep?
We've had to
That one-
wake Mika up in the middle of fights before.
No, we've had to
Yeah.
wake her up 2
I
fights.
think that Mika needs to do a little self-reflection. That's all.
I recall having her on my back saying, Mika, it's your turn. We need you. And like turning her towards the battle and she going, ice knife. Right?
At the start of a
You're
fight,
equally
you're
as-
waking her up.
I mean,
But she's not randomly falling asleep in
Yeah.
the middle of the fight.
needs to go to like some battle training school or something to like try and cope with like the sleeping, and because one day she's gonna get herself killed.
Fine. Let's
I mean, honestly, the only people
You
that
gotta
seem to be
have-
concerned about it is us. Mika seems perfectly fine with her miserable sleep and her nightmares and sleeping most of the time.
listen. I'm a roommate. There's a lot of nightmares.
Yeah, but she seems to be content with them. We've tried. We've even gone to clerics. I don't know what more we can do for her.
Well,
You're
for
gonna
now,
Content with
go
it. You're
investigate
content
that
with
fucking
it,
door.
for now, please tell me it's been 20 minutes and we've arrived.
Agreed.
Yeah. It's
You-
definitely been
Was were the villagers and stuff in the town like, were they like totally cool with us just going through with our cart and stuff? Like, no questions or
yeah, there's
something?
carts that go through town constantly. Lady Rihanna has a cart that goes through town.
Okay.
they just like
No,
stay
no,
to the
question.
sides of the street, just so there's enough space and they don't get killed by a rogue cart.
So, is there a line going in to get badges at this point?
I love how we've decided it's a con. And
I
we're
know.
like,
Don't give me flashbacks to frickin' 2018 Collecticon.
Lexicon. Oh God, the bar.
The club. Yep, no thanks. No, thank you.
I said the only good thing that came out of that was a cute Australian mom bought me a shot of tequila.
Yeah.
In line.
All right, are we at the gate?
FYI, other cons are available.
Are we at the gate?
I'm
Yes,
just
you are.
pulling the cart up in line, I guess, or up to the gate. I don't know if there's a line or not.
I think there'll probably be like, I imagine it looking like there'll be like a cart line and like a walk-up line. That's why I
Yeah.
picture it.
That's how I picture it too.
Oh, okay, a cart entrance and
Maybe,
the other
maybe,
entrance.
maybe the DM could tell us.
Yeah. I was in character though.
Sames.
To clarify, this isn't like a theme park or something like that where there's two
Well, no,
entry
but it's a
lines.
major
to get in. There is
It's a
one
major
gate.
event, so
There is one gate at the moment. There are what appears to be two groups in front of you. One with about 2 or 3 carts with them, and one of them is the fortune teller who was traveling that you ran into.
Ooh, the one I got the questionable the I got something. What did I get from her? Was it the questionable potion of strength?
No,
No, that was from the carnival.
that was at Adar Day, I think.
Or maybe we just had a reading from her, but I remember talking to her.
Yeah. You got a reading pretty much. Where's my
Like,
notes on
oh
what your
shit.
readings were?
I'm thinking to myself, oh shit, before I say hi to that fortune teller, I don't remember who I was last time I talked to her.
Yeah, the
Better
only person who did not get a reading from her is Mika. But the rest of you did.
Oh, can we get one for Mika now so we can
Oh
see?
no,
if
Mika
she
did get one,
anything?
sorry.
For the bear? Oh my god.
Yeah, no, Mika didn't. Mika didn't
I
have
mean,
one.
why not?
Why does our bear sleep randomly? Could you tell us?
I don't think. Did I get a reading? I don't.
Yes, you did.
Eh.
You
Wait.
asked how it was all gonna go.
Oh. What was my reading?
That I don't have the exact. I just wrote like quick notes on what they all were. But it was regarding an old friend.
Oh.
Oh. What was mine? Do you recall? Did you write it
Glad
down?
we all
Yes.
remember this.
That you asked regarding something that you're looking for, and you were told that you would find it.
Oh wow.
All right. Who's up front? Who's dealing with the guards?
Torin is up front, and I don't know who's up front with
I'll be up
Torin.
front,
sitting at the-
Torin.
Okay.
Wow, this is powerful interest, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're looking
You see,
Just let
you see
the
that
parents. Just let the parents deal with it all.
Can I take a peek out of the thing? I don't want to be seen yet, but can I take a peek and see if I recognize the guards, like if they were there when I was there?
Yeah. Make it a. I don't know. Looking at like I'm torn. Like should have roll an investigation. Yeah, investigation checks. You're looking to see who they are. I was like, do I make a history check? But it's not really. But you know.
16. I rolled a 10.
Okay. You recognize one of them. He does. When you knew him there, he was a lot younger. He looked very fresh-faced, maybe about like 18, 19. But it's been a couple of years now, so he's got a little bit of a beard going on now. It's a bit more tanned, longer hair that's kind of pulled back in a ponytail. You see that the guards are systematically going through the carts of the groups in front of you. It's taken them about 10 minutes to go through each cart and check all the papers and such. So you've got maybe about a 15-20 minute wait here. Just kind of.
I make sure that Broderick has the papers that I have for the cart and let them do the talking.
Cool.
Oh, shit.
The cart in front of you moves forward and you move forward along with it. There's now another like 3 carts that have sort of lined up behind you. They do appear to be larger groups than what your group is, but only there's like maybe 10 people in them for one of them anyway. But you finally make your way towards the front of the queue. Papers, please.
Oh, yes, here you go. And
Opens it up. The Pussy Bandits.
yeah.
And how many are in your number?
Choices were made. Sorry, what was that?
How many how many people are in your group?
Just 5.
No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The bear, does the bear count as a people?
There's 5 people and 1 bear.
Okay, is anybody else joining you tomorrow?
No, this should be all of us.
All right, takes out, he's got like a little notebook and writes down Pussy Bandits, 5 people plus 1 bear. Okay, we just need you all to step over to the side here while we check out the cart and check your belongings.
Sure thing. And we just I just kind of knock on the side of the cart, like to signal like everybody out.
And
we
Yeah,
hop them.
I actually make myself, because I usually kind of slink and make myself small, but I actually try to make myself as big as possible. Like, stand up straight.
I look
Okay.
over and say, very poofy cat.
No, I just am less slinky and small and just like very straight and rigid.
I'm gonna whisper to Tix in front and be like, "Oh, will they not get suspicious if they don't see the other bear handler?"
No, you're fine. You're the bear handler for now. They're not going to be inside when that switches. So
Okay.
it's all good.
Okay.
How quietly are they talking?
I'm just talking in my little earpiece.
We're just doing
Yeah.
a little.
So I'm very quiet.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, because I whispered it.
yeah,
It's not like a stage whisper, but
an actual
it's an
like.
actual.
I figure this is attached to my head, so it should amplify even a very quiet
Yeah, through your bones.
through the bones. They're bone conducting headphones.
Yeah. Anyway, let's sit down.
Kind of line up to the side.
And give the horses a nice smooth pat. Say, we'll be back in just a minute.
They spend about 5 minutes just checking over the cart, looking underneath all the benches and like sort of underneath the wheels and things like that, just to make sure that things haven't been stashed underneath anything. And they then come over to all of you to check your belongings. Any weapons on any of you?
Only ones that are part of the act.
All right, we just need to catalogue those. May we see them, please?
And I just take out my daggers. I don't say anything. I just take out the daggers.
I
All
like
right.
pull the sword out, flip them, and like present. Handles out.
Very well. They make a note of it underneath like your names, or the group name anyway, in the little notebook. They note down 2 swords and 2 daggers. Very well. If you want to make your way in, there are pitches that are sort of areas that are set up and designated for your groups. You will be in area 13.
Can I do an inside check on the guard I recognize to see if he does a double, like any glint of like recognition?
Recognition.
There you go.
Sure, go for it.
Okay.
Make your
I mean,
perception check.
Insight is plus.
I guess they don't have any policies about bringing in, like, like
21.
trees.
21, let's
We're not going
see.
into California.
Oh,
He does not recognize you. He rolled a 3, so he currently does not show any recognition at all.
nothing
Oh.
about crossing borders.
So you all jump back in the cart with the bear walking at your side and head on over where you see all the other people, all the other groups setting up in their performance areas, and find pitch 13. There is no one currently around about you. So the area is quite clear, but there are a few other groups who got in before you who are currently setting up.
And
I'm having horrible flashbacks to doing street fairs.
And I just want to make sure, anytime I'm out and about, I'm walking very confidently, because I know, River knows, that when I was there, I was always kept myself small as a mouse, very whatever, and I want to be opposite of how I was when I was there.
Cool. No worries. I shall keep that in mind. All right.
So I guess I take the horse and detach them from the cart, because we'll need the cart for reasons.
I also
And-
don't talk.
And take the horse roundabout to where there's stalls somewhere, where I guess.
Yeah, I assume there's a place where we can tie up the horses.
Right.
Where
Yeah,
they,
there's some stables.
where they can eat
All right,
and
I'll take the
whatever.
horse over to the stables. Meanwhile, having a conversation with the horse, just about life.
All right. So we have. So we, I assume we put up tents. Did we buy a performance tent, or is that is the cart just our backdrop?
No, I'm pretty sure we have a performance tent.
Yeah.
Or
we-
provided performance tent?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
And we acquired it. I don't remember how, but we have it, and that's why I thought it'd be important to put the cart in our slot, because we have tents and all kinds of giga in
Yeah.
there that we may need.
And start putting up the sleeping tents. Just, everything you do to set up for a street fair, which is the worst
Mhm.
if you've ever had to do it.
It sucks.
It sucks.
It's not windy, right?
Yeah, right. Please tell me it's not windy.
It is a bit.
Of course.
Fuck, of course.
It's still quite overcast as well.
Just make sure you get that stake in really hard. 'Cause
Really
if you don't,
good. Tie it to the block, tie it to the thing, the
Yep.
double dotting. Yeah.
we don't have and put a rock on those papers.
Oh God. Don't get those out yet. We're just gonna have to. Oh,
Yep.
I'm walking back from the stalls and just kind of taking a look at the people that are here and around us, and do I recognize anybody here? Does anybody look really suspicious?
Suspicious.
everything is sus.
Yeah, roll an investigation check because you're actively looking.
Oh, never mind. It's 3 plus. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
there's a lot of people who are coming in
There's a
now.
lot of people here, yo.
There's 20 different performance groups that are there. Some of them are setting up small stages, so there's a lot of hammering and wood being built into small stages.
Hmm.
Can I clock how many guards, or I would know what her undercover fuckers would look like as well?
Undercover fuckers.
Undercover
So
fuckers.
can I try to clock to see how many are out and about, and maybe at the front entrance, different areas?
Yeah, you see that there are 7 groups of 2 guards that are making their rounds, and there's currently 6 guards who are out at the front gate. While you're walking around, you see that there is another 4 guards who are posted up at the main house.
Okay, so I relay that back to everyone in the earpiece. I don't talk out loud.
Also, how far are we from the buildings, from the main buildings that we clocked the, where
Yeah.
her chambers are, like how far is
Mhm.
out?
Where are we on the estate?
Yeah, on
Let
the
me
estate, where are
bring
we?
the estate up.
Yeah. There we go.
Okay, so I've put it on Owlbear.
Mhm.
So the way that it's kind of set up is that there is like 4 sort of rows for performers and stalls, and then there's one main stage. You kind of went in on like a brick road and turned over to the area where you guys are being set up. The stables, I would say, are maybe about a 5-minute walk away. So Lady Rihanna's main house is about a 5-minute walk away as well. There's like some stairs that go up to it, to the main doors. It's almost
So-
like an old like Regency style looking house.
So are we like which of the 3? So I'm looking at the Albert map.
Yeah.
So there's those 3 rows that are kind of just little
Yes.
like J shape backwards J action.
Yes.
Where which row are we in?
You guys are in the. You guys are in the middle row,
Okay.
sort of in the middle of it. So you're like right in the thick of
So we're
the
sort of
action.
in the center of that whole melee of
Yeah.
activity. Okay. So we're
Yeah.
not. So nobody. So we don't have like 100% clear sight. I mean, we can see the building obviously because it's a big building, but like probably no one's picking us out of the crowd because we're not on the edges of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're like slap bang in the middle. You're not like getting too much attention or anything like that.
Exactly. That's what I'm.
So,
Yeah.
Does it look
So you-
like? Does it look like there's performers kind of strolling the grounds at all at this point? Like if somebody got in first and they have their stuff set up, are they? But with their stuff, are they strolling? Like, is there a lot of action outside of this area where everything's getting set up? Are people allowed to kind of mosey about?
Yeah, so there's a couple people that are kind of walking around, mostly just heading over towards like the sort of stables area. There is where there's that long line beside the main
Mhm.
stage. There are like some food vendors that are setting up, like a bar area.
Streaky.
are there gardens open?
The gardens are not.
Okay.
Anyone?
Years that
I
you're
just-
being kind of kept in like that sort of general area over on the left-hand side of the estate.
So once we get our tent set up, and I'm assuming we're all in the tent,
Yes.
and even then, I suggest that maybe we try to talk in our earpieces. We don't know what might.
Yeah.
be-
As quietly as possible. Yes.
Actually, hold on. Hmm.
I've been remaining very quiet.
Yeah, it's not gonna do shit. I asked Mika's a bear. Fuck. Identify or detect magic. Because I didn't do it. But
Okay.
I have my wound. That's not gonna do shit. That's just gonna tell me if there's a trap. All right. I was just gonna make sure there's nobody listening. Like we don't know if they're scrying.
I would like to look around and see if I can identify any magical surveillance.
Roll an roll an investigation check on it. I know, I've been noticing that for the last 5 minutes.
What? Oh lord.
This is like some Sam Riegel shit going on over here.
Aw.
16.
Nutcracker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look a bit like a nutcracker. 16, okay. You don't sense anything arcane in nature or anything like that. The only kind of surveillance really that you can kind of perceive is the guards that are walking around are just keeping a close eye on everyone, but it doesn't seem as though they're paying any particular interest out with of what they're already surveilling everyone else as.
I'm just good lord. I'm just gonna suggest that we should maybe do a little recon if we can, but don't do anything don't try to sneak into anything. Just see what we can see. Maybe
I was gonna take a stroll, see if I can find where the bathrooms are.
Also, do we know the order in which we're gonna perform? Also, do we know when we want to
Is there an event coordinator by the main stage?
because I don't think we ever decided when we were going to, this is not out loud, this is to the group, when we decided we were going to make our move.
There actually is an event coordinator. We spoke with them before.
You look like Rainbow Colonel
Colonel Sanders.
Right? That's
Yep.
feels, right? Yeah, up the front there is a coordinator we can talk to if you need to.
We talked to guards
Yeah.
about the event before. We didn't talk to.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do we want to do this at night? Do we want to do this during? Do we want to do it before our performance, after our performance?
Well, we determined that we're supposed to just sort of perform in our area for much of the day. So I think that we were kind of hoping on during, because everyone would be out here as opposed to in there, hopefully.
Why do you look disgusted? Oh my god.
Oh, yeah,
I've had that before.
No.
Oh.
I don't like the cola.
I don't like kombucha anything.
I don't care for the cola, but I do like it. It was a fruity kind I had.
Yeah, that was literally the kombucha meme.
I mean, I like kombucha, so I
I
can
like
see-
kombucha. And that was good, but the aftertaste is.
That means it's not good.
That means it's not good.
Okay, so
But
let's
for
find. I'm
now-
gonna find an event coordinator because yeah, we need one.
And I'm just gonna take a little stroll and see if I can find the
I'll go with you.
bathrooms.
Leaf, you coming?
Yes, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
I think Mika being a napping, growling
Yep.
bear in our tent is the best security we could possibly have.
I'm heading over to the main stage because I think somewhere over there has to be an
The event planner.
And I'm taking Secret with me. I can't remember Secret's secret name.
All right. So before we jump into any sort of thing else, apart from just like your setup and entry, we'll take a little break, and then we'll jump into that after break.
Perfect.
Okie dokie. So we're doing a little surveillance. Is there anything we should be asking about while we're doing this?
I just want to see if there's windows and if we can find an entrance or an exit into the main building.
I mean, if you're headed up to go talk to like the event coordinator, we want to know, is there a scheduled break time where no performances are happening tomorrow? Is there like what?
Right.
Also, DM, would I know, I don't know where I would have been ushered in and out of. Would I know any back entrances or?
Well,
I would say that you know, there's obviously the main entrance.
Right. I don't know if that's what I would be, have been used all the time. I don't know.
Let me bring my map up again.
I mean, we should be able to have like basic knowledge of regular exits, because I can always ask them, you know, in case of fire, where do we exit? We can't all go out.
Right, but I mean into the house. I mean into the main house.
So we're talking about exits from the main house
and entrances so that we can sneak in.
You would also know that there is an exit at the ballroom overlooking going on to like a large patio area that kind of wraps around the back that then overlooks the walled garden.
Okay.
And there's also a delivery entrance at the pantry.
Okay.
You little crunchy cruncher. Ah, good.
So yeah, I guess we would just go and do our individual recons or whatever.
Cool. So, who wants to go first?
We can.
Yeah.
All right, and you guys were just checking your windows and
checking how many guards, where's the point of entry.
Yeah, so we're going to sort of take a wide circle over to the stables, kind of getting maybe slightly closer to the house than we should, but not in an obvious way.
And honestly, what I think I would do maybe is actually that big wide open green area kind of near the house. Maybe look like I'm practicing some flips and shit. And maybe while I'm doing that, you can kind of look at other things.
Cool. Roll an acrobatics check for me.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. What was I don't remember which dice I was using to do.
You're the one that said that you're going to do flips and shit.
I know. I just got, ooh, good. 17 plus 8. 18.
25.
25.
Okay, cool. Yeah, they're some of the best flips you've done in your practicing. Some of the guards that are up at the house, especially the ones that are at the front door, you see that they stop, they're sort of scanning around, and they just watch River doing some flips for a few moments. They look a bit impressed before they go back to their surveillance. In terms of what you can see during all of this, you see that there is, on the bottom story of the house, at the front of the house anyway, there is a large window on each side, and a smaller window each side of the door.
Is the door like a big, grand, like 2-door French door style? Is it?
It's a big, massive 2-door. It's made out of wood, but it's like painted white.
But it's solid, no windows, double door.
Yeah. And then there's a window on each side.
Are there any like balconies from the windows above?
Not from this side, but you see that on the as you're kind of walking round towards where the stables are, you see on the, as you're like looking to it straight on at the door on the left hand side, on the second story, there is a large balcony.
Can I see, are there any balconies on the side of the house by the garden, like that faces the garden?
Yes, there's the one that's on the
Okay.
second story on the left hand side.
Okay.
And then it's got like sort of the patio that's sort of wrapping around the side there as well from the ballroom.
Perfect.
Okay. You continue your sort of wide arc towards the stables. You see that by this point the stables are looking rather full, and the stable hands look as though they've got their work cut out for them. In terms of how many are there.
Is there an entrance to the garden?
There is a large entrance that is facing where the balcony is. It's
Okay,
a
so-
large like wrought iron gate that's currently closed with a padlock over it.
Are there guards by it, or is it just gated?
There is one guard, but it looks as though it's more so just that the guard is doing a loop.
Gotcha.
There's
There's no one like standing at the gate.
No, there's no one like stationed there. No.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, so you make your way over towards the stables to sort of swing back. Looks as though you're just sort of out practicing, like stretching your legs sort of thing. It doesn't look as though you're doing anything that's like too untoward.
Keeping it low key.
So on your walk back, you do pass all the food stalls. There's like fish and chips sort of place. There's some street meat.
I obviously grab street meat as we go by. Obviously.
They've only got a small selection of food out at the moment, just more so for the entertainers. There's a small kind of bar that's got a like covered entryway made out of canvas to provide some sort of protection from the rain if it does indeed rain. There's some other kind of stalls that are selling like shawarma sort of things, falafels, the raclette sort of tower potatoes on a stick. Usual sort of like
Fair food.
Yeah,
Nice.
there's a good selection anyway. Before you sort of join up back with the sleeping bear. All right. So, what were the rest of you checking out?
So I was gonna check out
The performance area? The
the
stage?
performance area, find out when things went what is the list of things we wanted to find out about? I can't remember.
Just
Like,
the order of the show.
the order of the show. Is there a break during the day?
Oh, okay, yeah. So I find out the order of the show and then when there's a break in the day.
Okay.
Mhm.
There appears to be an elven woman just sort of standing overlooking the preparations. The main stage itself, it looks as though it's a permanent fixture. It doesn't look as though it's been like temporarily erected for this occasion or anything like that. It's got like some nice. It looks like a rectangular bandstand.
Oh, really?
It doesn't have a roof on top of it. As such. So it is an open air stage. But it is all completely made out of stone. It's got like some nice stone steps going up towards it and things like that. So it looks professionally done and well made. There is currently an elven woman standing on the stage itself. She has long blonde hair and is wearing like some high-necked long sleeve robes that are so they're kind of made out of like some blue satin.
The mason. As I'm walking up, I notice the masonry is just the craftsmanship is amazing, and I mentioned it. You know, it's just really lovely work. Anyhow, good morning. I have afternoon. I'm a little out of sorts today. You'll have to excuse me. It's been quite a day. I have questions, and maybe you have answers.
Fire away. We'll see if I do indeed have any answers.
Okay. Well, I'm just wondering if there's a program, or if you can let me know the lineup for tomorrow's performances.
So the performances are scheduled to start at 12 p.m.
12 p.m. Okay.
That is when the gates will open for various esteemed personas to come in for the festivities. There's, in terms of like a program of such, there's no set time that you will be on the main stage. It will be when you're chosen, depending on your act. For going up to the main stage, the performances shall run until the early evening, when they are slated to finish before the ball shall start later on.
So it's done at the whim of Lady Rihanna.
Indeed.
Indeed. So she'll choose who performs when. Is there any time at all that's slated for a break?
You may take breaks as and when needed. There's no sort of set schedule for the 5-6 hour period that the performances will be going on.
All right, so there's no real structure to it. It's just whenever she chooses, forever how long, and there's no set time where folks will be breaking to have meals, etc.
Exactly.
All right.
I just ask in the fireplace or fire. Yeah. In the earpiece. I say, ask if there's fireworks.
Will there be any pyrotechnics this evening?
Not this evening, no. Tomorrow there is some that are scheduled as part of the ball.
Okay. About what time are the pyrotechnics going to be going off tomorrow? We do. The reason why I ask is we do have an animal with us, and we want to make sure that they have a little bit of medicine to calm down during that point. Wouldn't want a bear just running around.
They are slated to go off once the sun sets, so that shall be around 9-10 p.m.
9-10 p.m. Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm trying.
What time of day is it?
I would say it's like early evening.
And I'm walking back to where our caravan is.
It's early evening. Are they still letting people in, or is that ended?
I would say that by this point, everybody's already in and is in the process of setting up.
Damn. Okay.
And how long has Mika been transformed for?
It's yeah.
I would say it's getting close to like the 3-hour mark.
Okay, that's good to know.
Once we're all back in the tent, I'm assuming we all give each other all of the information. Blah blah blah.
While everybody's off doing their thing and the rest of the performers are arriving, do any of the performance troops have children?
There's no good way to ask about kids.
There are some groups, I would say maybe 2 groups that have a couple of children with them, but they just seem to be like sort of running around and playing.
Do we plan to be in T17? What's happening?
So they're running around and playing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I am going
to murder the child. What?
No murders of children. I draw the line at that. I would leave the party if that happened.
Same.
Agreed.
Same.
Unless it was like a demon child and we had to defeat the demon child, then it's a different story.
Mutant
So
baby.
everyone is setting up. The guards are on there and perusing around the grounds.
Yes. Yeah. The guards are doing their rounds.
Okay. I am going to cast Disguise Self as one of the children.
Okay.
So you can kidnap the child.
And I am gonna go skipping around the edge of the property to see what the outside or the back end of Lady Raylana's estate looks like, and if there are any doors that are open or available or anything. And if anybody stops me, I'm just gonna go, I'm looking for Tommy. Have you seen him?
You do know that River has told us multiple times how she can see through magical disguise, right?
She can, but not the guards. Come on.
The guards can't.
She doesn't have
She also
systems
has
in place.
a plethora of magic users at her will.
Like,
I'm just skipping around as a child.
I needed for my own sanity to say that out loud. Oh, person who says we should be more prudent.
If I get captured and killed, like, who cares?
Oh!
Whoa.
I said to behave on this trip.
You are worried, and you're worried about River's mental health? Good
Yeah.
lord.
That's Mick talking. I don't care if my character dies.
Okay.
We do!
All right,
I
never
mean,
mind. I don't do it. Jeez.
There's a difference between if the character wants to die and if the person who plays the character.
Well,
wants to
I
die.
can't figure out where the bathroom is, and I'm gonna walk behind the back of the complex and take a leak. And I'm gonna scope it out.
Yeah, you can do what you want to do. Just maybe don't use magic to do it.
Although
That's
I think
the reason I
everyone
guide
wants to see-
myself instead of using disguise self.
I'm
Although
taking a
we-
leak at the back of the building and having an existential crisis while I'm
I'm sorry, but that's a public offense, peeing in public.
Also, listen, Nick already said they're going to do it. They should just do it.
Nobody wants to see your big ass lizard schlong.
Whoa!
Whoa! Hey,
Whoa.
hey! Who says it's
Wow.
big? You don't know.
Well, you're dragonborn, so I assume that they're big.
Wow.
Wow. It could
Listen.
be so small. You
Listen,
don't know.
rewind.
Maybe
Mick said
I'd
they wanna
rather
do
have.
it. Let Mick do it.
Right? It's true. Do whatever you want.
I just said I'm not doing it. No, it's fine. You guys don't want me to kill my character. It's fine.
I mean,
I
you
don't
don't.
mind. I don't mind. If you want to be a child, go run free. Be free.
Actually,
If
you
I
should do
wanna
it to
go
see if
to
anyone sees
school-
through it.
Take out my micropene and think it's my business. And I can say micropene because it's mine.
I'm not interested in your lizard schlong.
You shouldn't be. You shouldn't. I feel like there's too much talk about much long.
Yep. Can we move
Yeah.
on, please?
You're carrying on about the schlong.
I honestly think you should do the disguise self thing and see if anyone notices.
True.
I mean, I did have like backup situations in my
Yeah,
head
do it.
for if it goes wrong.
Do it.
All right, DM, I'm out
You
there
said it.
whizzing
Do
behind the building. What do I see?
And I'm like, you should do it. I just had to say the thing out loud. That's all.
Yeah.
I mean,
I made a decision. All right, we're doing it. We're
Yeah, you
doing
made a
it.
decision. Do it.
I'm ready to roll an investigation. Let's go. I'm peeing.
Okay, what's going on?
this is the thing, right? Broderick is probably more likely to be arrested for peeing in public than Secret is for pretending to be a child.
Oh, not at all. I'm not going to be arrested for peeing in public. Not here. You're telling me
This is
These guys
fantasy
walk the
world.
perimeter
This
and
is
piss in
fantasy
the
world.
woods
They use
all
chamber
the
pots.
Okay.
these guys walk in the woods and piss all the time. It's
Yeah,
what
no.
guys do.
We're not beside the castle. We're
Okay,
beside
so
the
I
castle.
turn into a child and I start walking around
Yeah.
the building. My
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
They
And
go
Broderick
crazy.
is on the side of the building pissing.
Apparently I'm
No.
not, because when they get arrested,
Okay, go.
Everybody just keeps trying to ruin our fun.
I know, right?
I would
I did
recommend
not.
the
I did
house,
not.
not the main house. I'm just
No.
saying if you're gonna pee on something.
All right. Well, I was gonna pee actually facing the woods and not actually on the.
Where's the woods?
There is
I
no
don't know.
woods because there's a big
Facing
wall
the-
that goes around the entire.
Facing the wall as opposed to the house.
Yeah.
Yes.
As long as you
Okay.
do respect
Let's fix that little bathroom issue.
All right. Never mind.
As you're sort of walking over in a direction of the bottom sort of right hand corner, just trying to walk away a little bit and have a little look around. You do see that there are some regular clothed people that you've seen around the performance area walking out of the guardhouse.
Plain clothes officers. There we go.
Or people using the bathroom in the guardhouse.
Ooh.
So I mean, what if I just walk into the guardhouse? I just do that thing I do, like, and this is how I am in real life, where I walk with purpose, like I belong here.
Exactly.
And I'm
Make
just,
it till you make it.
I just, you know, I mean, I'm tall, I'm large and in charge, and I'm just walking through like I fucking belong here,
Exactly. You're large in the charge.
right? And I just walk in and say, hey, and then just keep on walking. If I see somebody, just acknowledge. I do that nod thing. I do that nod.
One of the guards nods back and sup.
How's it going?
Yeah, same old shit.
Yeah, right. Different day. Carry on.
You see
And,
sort of the second door after you walk into the guardhouse is open, and there is a couple of chamber pots and like a basin filled with water that are set out.
Gross. Wow. This really is the bathroom.
What did you expect?
I mean, I thought that like it was like, you
Like
know,
Japanese style
a
toilets?
place for people like the secret, you know, security, plainclothes security and
Oh,
shit.
I mean, it's a speakeasy.
I mean, it still could be. So, you know, I mean,
Start knocking
what else
on the
is going
brick
on there?
to try and find the secret entrance.
I'm trying. I mean, what else is there? What else do I see in there? Just people. What do I hear people talking about in there?
You hear there seems to be like a larger opened area towards the end of the guardhouse.
Mhm.
You hear that there's just some guards in there that are sort of they're just talking about what they're sort of going to do that evening once they get off their shift. They seem to be eating a meal, and some of them seem to be playing cards.
Playing cards. Are they all in uniform or no?
Yeah, they're in uniform.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know so far. I don't think that sitting down and playing cards with them is going to grant me any more intel, especially being plainclothes. But yeah, I'm gonna head on out.
Awesome. You have now learned where the bathrooms are.
Excellent. That wasn't the point. I come out and let everybody know. I found the John.
Who's John?
Here in the hall.
Why didn't you know where John is?
I found the bathroom.
As you're walking out of the guardhouse, you do see that there's a small uncovered cart that's sort of parked up at the side of the main house, and they seem to be unloading like some large crates.
Plainclothes?
Yeah, they look just like regular people.
I kind of stop and wave and say, "Hey," kind of flexing a little bit. Need any help?
No, I think we're good.
Yeah.
I think so. You see this young guy just like lift this big, massive, heavy cart, heavy sort of trunk thing.
Where is all that going?
Oh, this is just the wine for tomorrow night.
Oh, it's just the wine for tomorrow night. Nice. Well, have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you then. Kind of carries it in by himself, his big, massive like trunk, into a door, or through a door rather.
And so there's a door near the guardhouse that leads into the main house.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm gonna start walking back again and just kind of keeping my eyes peeled as to anything going on.
Cool. All right, Secret running around as a child now.
Yeah, I am.
You see, after you've disguised self into a describe how your child looks.
It looks like one of the kids is there. Let's say a tall for a child. I make myself as short as I can. But like tall for a child, human female with like long black hair and kind of like troopy clothes. Like performer-esque clothes. That,
Okay,
like,
so
that's like fitting in with like I'm trying to look like one of the children from like one of the troops, but when I exit the troop area, I make sure to not go the direction of where those kids are playing.
okay. You see that the children are like sort of just running backwards and forwards on like the sort of grassy area. It looks as though they're like playing tag or hide and seek or something like that. But they're sort of running backwards and forwards between the performance area where they're all set up and the stables.
Okay, I go in the direction of like the guardhouse.
Okay.
Like the opposite way so that they're not like, wait, what? Granted, they're children and children don't always catch on to things, but.
All right, so you sort of run / walk / skip over in that area.
Yeah, and I want to like make my way around like the like around the perimeter, like by like the guardhouse and then like along the wall and like kind of be like dragging my hand along the wall, like skipping like a kid who's just like lost in their own head doing their own thing, and like make like an outline. And if I can get past Lady R's house, like around the walled garden without anyone stopping me, and just like kind of case the joint, like just be looking around and like taking note of things as I skip along past.
Okay, so you're basically a little kid that has a stick in their hand and they're sort of running it along like a fence at the moment. So you found a branch and you're sort of skipping along doing that. Let's see, roll a performance check for me. See how convincing you are as a young child.
That was a natural 18 plus, what was performance?
Yep.
22.
Oof, okay, nice. So I mean, you've done this sort of thing before. You're sort of used to playing up the younger ages as a way of fitting in and spying and such. So you are pretty convincing. None of the guards sort of stop you or anything like that. They just see a young child that's exploring and playing around. As you are reaching sort of the end of the house, you do see you do see that just before you like reach the corner area where the patio sort of turns around to go round towards the entrance of the walled garden, you do see that there is a sort of medium-sized figure like behind like some netted curtains. It's just sort of like looking out. You
So
can't
wait,
make out their shape or in, or you can't
where
make
is
out-
this person? Sorry.
So let me just put a little something on the map to see. So it's round about here where I've just done like the green sort of mark.
I don't see a green mark.
I do.
I do.
Oh, I see it now. I see it now. Yep. So they're in the building, like
Yes,
up? Okay.
on
okay.
the ground floor. So on the first floor.
On the first floor. Okay. So and they're looking out a window.
Yeah, they're just looking out the window. It appears as though there's like a netted curtain over it, so you can't make out any of their features or anything.
Okay. Do I notice any entrances on the back of the building? Like, what does the back of the building look like? Is it just windows and balconies?
Yeah, so there is, as you're sort of making your way around, do I have something that's a little bit better? I don't even know if you guys can see.
I saw your cursor.
Yeah, so do you see like that little red mark?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so around about this sort of area, you see that there's, well, probably more so here, you see that there's like a little, like a large, like sort of bay window that's sort of out of there. It doesn't appear as though there's like any curtains or anything like that on it. You kind of knew from the height of the window, you can't like see right the way in fully. But it does appear that there's some bookcases and such in there, from what you can see, as well as a large table.
Okay.
There's a large patio area, sort of where you see the bump
Okay.
that's coming out, with some large like French style doors. It's got like lots of glass panels and things like that in it, and inside, because you kind of have to climb up onto the patio to make your way over, you see that it's a large ballroom. So it's got a small stage in the corner. It's got like some tables and some music stands set up and a large piano. It looks as though it's still currently being set up with some tables and things like that. At the moment, it doesn't look. There's like some servants that are in setting that up just now. They're over at the corner where you were at. There's some more windows. There doesn't appear to be any windows between the circular section, heading over towards the corner, but when you get closer to the corner, there's a lot more windows that are sort of just overlooking, and that's where you saw the figure. There isn't any curtains on this one, and it's sort of when you reach that corner that's where the upstairs balcony reaches over as well to kind of enclose that area in.
Okay. And then I just keep on skipping around the walled garden.
Yep. There is so it's like a small sort of alleyway with some grass in between it. Just brick walls on each side. There's some branches that reach over from some large trees. As you're going around that area, that appear to be from trees that are in the park over the other side, that you spotted the last time. There also seems to be like not some large trees, but like some trellises inside of the garden that appear to be holding up some ivy that are relatively near where those large branches are reaching over, and they appear to be making like a sort of covered walkway area. So there's like quite a few of them that are going over at that section.
All right,
Yeah.
and then I just make my way back to our tent.
All right, awesome.
Sorry, somebody's at my door. I'll be right back. Yikes.
All right, so what are the rest of you doing? I would say that these things have been happening all sort of concurrently.
I go back to the caravan, and when people return, I let them know what I discovered.
So,
Broderick, what did you discover?
I discovered where the bathrooms are. But actually, I also discovered that on the right-hand side of the main building there
Near
is near the bathrooms, there is an entrance. Which they were unloading wine, and I imagine that since that's going to be for the guests in there, that it would be going towards the kitchen area. So I imagine that entrance probably goes towards the kitchen.
that's the delivery entrance.
That is like the most useless information I could possibly give for the evening.
Actually, it's not.
Okay.
Here's here. So we found out, or you found out. You also found out about the fireworks, correct?
Yes.
Here's my thought. During fireworks, people are the most distracted, correct?
That's a good time for murder and
Also,
many
right before the balls, we don't really want to get caught in there. We don't want to go in there during the ball. This is quietly as possible through the earpieces, like secret.
I figured.
So we want to go before the ball starts. We want to go towards the end of the day. There should be a shift change. We should pay attention tonight to see when that happens, see if it happens around the same time. But the guard entrance, you said, is a bathroom. So it's a great area for us to be in and then possibly sneak in through the delivery entrance. I was also thinking we should split into 2 groups, one inside, one outside, just because we're going to need people to, and we have the things to alert in case of, you know, stuff going on outside.
And my guess would be the stealthiest amongst us should be the ones that go inside.
Definitely not me.
To some extent, I think it should be me because I know my way around in there.
Well, yeah.
But I also think one stealthy / tricky person, secret, should be on the outside. We should have 1 druid in each party. And then muscle in each party.
Yeah. Well, here's my thought about what
each should be the one that goes inside.
I mean, no offense, my fellow muscly bro.
Yeah, no, I belong on the outside.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're splitting into 2 parties, going in through the delivery entrance.
Yeah. And
during fireworks.
Well, that's going to be really late, though, and when most people are inside, like...
It'll be before everyone's inside, because the balls happen after. Everyone's going to come outside to watch. See, the only really big thing is we need to see when the guards switch, but also Lady Rihanna Aunt B should be outside at that point, because it's the grand finale.
True. Or she may just be on the balcony out
Correct.
The house.
Either way.
Because that's how that bitch seems to roll.
Also, if possible, we might want to try to steal some guard uniforms from the guardhouse.
Maybe tonight. I mean, that's not a bad idea.
3 anyway.
For the folks sneaking in, yeah.
Oh,
Wait, hold on. Who's sneaking in?
Yeah, I was about to say who's sneaking in. Who's like,
I think River, me, and one of the druids.
Leaf, probably.
Probably Leaf.
Yeah.
I think me, River, and Leaf are going to go inside. Because I think River's right. We need a sneaky person inside and out. We need muscle inside and out. And
because if the outside party at some point has to come in, you're going to need, I mean, I think that's, and by outside, I don't mean far away outside. I mean close by.
So what do you need for inside? You need stealth. I'm +2 for stealth. What was the other one? Strength? No.
What is Mika for stealth?
+2.
Yeah. So yeah, and I'd prefer to take the person that doesn't chuck ice.
I mean,
all the time.
Not for nothing, but my stealth as far as going inside, my stealth is +6. So.
Yeah, mine's +11.
And you have a negative stealth, right?
It's 0.
Yeah.
My persuasion, though, my persuasion is +6.
But that's another reason you should be outside.
What's your strength?
So you and I are charismatic, motherfucker.
What is strength?
Strength, yeah. What's your strength?
Why? Strength?
I'm just seeing who's strong in the party.
Not me. I can use my dex for strength.
What's your strength?
No, I can't.
I mean, my strength is a +3, and my strength saving throw is a +6. So, I'm fairly beefy.
Yeah, my strength is +3, but my saving throw for strength is only +3.
Also, I was thinking, if we need like Secret to come in, Secret has the better chance of following us in than anyone else. Mm-hmm. And I also was thinking 1 level-headed person per group, at least.
Oh God, does that qualify me as the level-headed person or you?
My strength.
Not me.
It's definitely not Leaf. I'm like, what the hell?
I guess I'm if we're grading on a curve, I guess that's how that goes.
Yeah.
Do I count as level-headed?
Yes, that's why you're outside.
That's why you're outside.
You're dad adjacent.
Yep.
Stepdad. Dad back
Your
up.
stepdad.
But I think we should also be open to if we see an opportunity to go
Take
if
it.
we have one. But continue to use the plan that we have. Distraction, guard, house, area, bathroom, into that room. We get in, we get out. I have my wand. I can cast traps for
So-
30 feet.
Here's my question.
I mean, I can get really deep into
And
the guard
maybe-
shack and play cards.
Actually, from where I am in the, can I, at some point, go within 30 feet of the house,
Mm-hmm.
or actually get close to the house, and use my wand to detect within 30 feet of you, the wand will pulse and point at the one nearest to you of any secret door or trap. But I'm going to wait until, obviously, I'm going to watch the rotation of the guards throughout the day and kind of wait for an opening to make sure no one's like, watch me whip out my wand.
So I have a question that perhaps should have been asked days ago. Well, my question is, so we need to get into the house, and I know that we're doing reconnaissance to find evidence of her nefarious activities to bring back to the queen.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we going in the house? Like,
Her room.
The office,
So we're
her
trying to figure
office, her room,
Her office,
whatever
which I would know where the office and her room are.
so the goal is her.
And also to use the secret wand to see if there's any secret doors.
Yep. So the goal is her like private chambers.
Mm-hmm.
Her private chambers.
That's why I said during something where she's out.
Oh, yeah, and she'll be out. You're right about the fireworks, and it's a little more unpredictable as far as the performances. She could be out, or she could be taking a break.
I
or...
mean, the fireworks are the only time you can really do it because she can at whim decide that she wants us to perform.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, the point is we're supposed to perform all day to win a
Well,
spot.
if we perform, once we perform, we can take an opportunity at that point to hopefully go at any point. But I think the fireworks are going to be our best opportunity.
I mean, if we happen to catch eyes of her down at the main stage watching some performances, I'm not above doing it at that time either, because if we actually have eyes on where she is at any point and she is out of the house completely,
well, that's why we also need people on the outside to keep track of that.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, if we see her strolling through the acts and going up to the main stage, we should take that opportunity because we know she's out of the house, like far away out of the house, not just out on her balcony.
None of us
Are we planning in the evening now? Well, like, what time of day are we at? Sorry.
9 o'clock is when the fireworks happen. So 9 o'clock is when
we plan at dawn. No, anyway.
At dawn we plan.
9 o'clock.
We actually planned at dawn.
But yeah. So tonight, maybe just kind of see the ins and outs. We'll watch the guards, stay low, see if we can maybe steal some
guard uniforms.
Yep.
Or at least
if it's risky, we drop it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we only do that if we get even remotely caught doing that, like we just fake our way out.
I mean,
question. Shit, what was that? I had an actual important question.
I wonder if there's a window in the bathroom.
We can just walk into the guardhouse, use the dawn, and
right.
Since they're letting people come and go out of the guardhouse.
I'm just saying it's hard to get out of there with uniforms, but if you just go in there,
not if we bring the bag of holding with us.
Where do you think bag of holding? Yeah,
sling that across my back.
Yeah, and how are you going to get the uniforms?
Well, you said they were playing cards and they were looking for shift change. So the rest of the day, we need to keep an eye out on shift change, and maybe during a shift change, or if Lady Ray comes out at any point today, there's definitely going to be more guards that way. So we can also use an opportunity to do that.
I was just thinking I could always go in and ask one of the guys when, he gets off shift so that we can play a little card.
Throw any suspicion our way. The guard uniforms aren't a must. It's if we have the opportunity, let's take it. If not, don't bother.
DM hanging on the wall.
Question.
Yes.
Do the guards wear cloaks at all similar to the ones that we stole off of the bodies previously? That
Yeah,
have
we-
her logo on them and stuff? Do the guards wear similar
Mm,
cloaks to those, or are they different?
The guards inside of the compound are not, but you remember that the guards who were at the gates had them on.
Okay, because we have like
We do have 3 of those.
like 3 of those cloaks also already.
Oh, there
Yep.
you go.
So I think Team Inside should probably throw those cloaks on
Yeah.
when we go to
Have we perceived any workers that aren't guards coming in or out of the house?
other than the wine delivery people?
No.
Well, they were at the guardhouse. They weren't going into her house.
No, they were going into the house. They were just on the
going
side
into the
that faces
delivery door.
guardhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were going in the kitchen door on the side. It's just on the side that faces the
The
guardhouse.
guardhouse. Okay. Yeah, aside from the delivery people, were there any like workers, like people with uniforms or anything that designated them as like servants or
Wait staff.
wait staff?
Wait staff, caterers.
There has not been.
Okay.
The only yeah. The only people she allows in her house for the most part are her people.
Oh, I was trying to shrink that back down so I could see it again, but I can't reach it.
And through in the other ways. So for the rest of the day, I'm gonna watch the guards. I'm gonna try to keep track of when they change. I'm also gonna keep an eye out and see if there's anyone else I recognize. And I don't talk.
And I'm going to be trying to keep an eye out for if we see Aunt B anywhere ever today at all. Do we see Aunt
I'm
B
doing that all the time.
on her balcony to like scope out the scene? Do we see her?
I have a feeling she saw me.
Let's see.
Let's just murk her now and get it over with.
I mean, you know me, I'm not above it.
Stop. No.
Curb that urge.
It's hard.
It is very difficult.
Don't make B
Right.
be the logical together one. Don't do it. I hate that. Don't do it.
So
How's
you're
that
waiting.
caffeine drop going for you there, Poppy?
Oh yeah, roll a Constitution saving throw for me. See how bad your caffeine
See if
drop
you
is.
see if you just spontaneously nap next to Mika.
Has Mika turned back into a human now?
Yeah. It's been like 5 hours that you guys have been
That's
here. It's like
13.
8-9 o'clock at night.
Okay.
And that's fine. We're inside of a tent. The flaps are closed.
Yeah.
We don't need a bear right now.
I would say in terms of your caffeine crash, it's definitely hit. You're not as fast as you
No.
were this morning. I mean, you've had caffeine crashes before, so it's nothing new. Like every single time you have coffee, you have a crash, because you're just not used to drinking it.
Yeah.
And you're not about ready to go and curl up next to Mika and have a nap or anything like that,
No.
but you are feeling the effects of the
Yeah.
loss of the caffeine going through your body.
All right. So yeah, spend the rest of the day doing that.
Cool.
I am going to just casually lean on the wall that is by the gate. It's that weird square next to the gate.
Yep, the gatehouse. Yep.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like lean there and just like watch stuff, like watch
Well,
the
you-
people and whatnot.
Do I need to roll anything to see if I notice Aunt B wandering about anywhere? Or is it just enough? She's not coming out.
I already rolled, so you can roll if you want. I say I rolled. I flipped the D2.
Maybe it.
Am I rolling perception or
Yeah.
Are you trying to become her private entertainment?
Dice.
no? I just want to know where she is.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 19.
Okay. So, guessing maybe about 9-10 o'clock, and you hear the gates opening again. and you see coming in a large carriage. It looks to be fairly ornate, and it stops just as you're getting towards like the sort of junction area, where it can either continue onto the stables or it can go up to the actual house itself.
And just to everyone's earpiece, I go, "That's her."
I could tell she's obviously a bougie bitch.
And out of the side that's facing the house, a door opens and she appears.
I just stare, like hardcore stare.
I give her a very open face.
Are we over there? Or we just
No, she can't see us.
Oh, damn it.
We're in. That's the only reason I'm staring is we're in that crowd. We're in our tent
Well, you
area.
can be wherever you want to be, though.
I mean,
Oh, I
yeah.
think it was like over there somewhere near her where I could like give her a wink wink, you know.
Oh,
At
do
the hands.
it.
I'm
Do
just
it.
I'm over in that area and I'm just gonna give her a nod and a wink and stand a little taller, a little broader.
You were over by the guardhouse.
Yeah.
I'm leaning on the gate,
Does she
looking
see
very
me?
unimpressed.
Does she see me? Does she care?
Let's see. She does see you, but she also is quickly taken over towards the main stage by the elf that you spoke to previously. And they sort of look around the stage area, look back towards the house, and spend about 5 minutes talking before she comes down from the main stage and walks up towards the house.
That whole time, my hand on the grip of my dagger, my hand is white, like just squeezing the shit out of it, and I stare the whole time.
Also, have I shown you guys Lady Rihanna yet?
No.
Damn, I was trying to get some man. Trying to get some
Don't-
pearls
You
over
were
there.
trying. You were trying to seduce the BB.
Oh, I know.
I'm gonna seduce her, go to bed with her, murder her, and be done.
I mean, I'm not.
You know,
saying
in my other group, that's my role. I always end up seducing the bad guy.
Right? I mean, why not? If you can, do it.
So
You know she can read your mind, right?
I can see.
I don't care. So I mean, I still like she's sexy. I still want to get in her pants. She can read that all she wants.
I love it when
So-
you're hot and evil.
Right?
So, but also, while I can see like River like clenching their dagger and shaking.
I'm not shaking. No shake. I am still. And
Well,
shaking.
I can see
Not
it.
a bad
Like,
taste,
gripping-
Roderick.
I meant like gripping it so hard that you
Yeah,
know
yeah.
how when you grip something so tight it shakes a little bit. Not out of fear. I just put my hand on your shoulder. That's it. Just a hand on your shoulder. Just
Just nod.
Dude, so she saw me, but then
damn.
she saw me. I
You were hot.
stand a little bit taller, wouldn't you? Get a little bit broader.
I mean,
give her a little wink.
you know, I'm a horny bastard. Yeah, she's
Right.
right. It's not. That's not.
Yeah.
Because Aaron and I came up with her
walking-
what, a couple months ago. We drew her
Yeah.
I
or
mean,
something like that.
Listen, in my head, it's still just Poppy Drayton, so it's real hot.
Whereas in my head it's Katie McGrath, which is why the two are mirrors.
okay, yeah, all right.
As she's walking to her house, I
Mhm.
walk at the same rate, but towards the guardhouse.
All right, so you keep pace with her.
Yep.
So obviously in terms of the way she looks, just for the podcast version because they obviously can't see the pictures.
Oh,
Stop moving it, you guys.
Where'd it go? Oh, Why does-
Aaron,
sorry. I'm not even on there anymore. Not there.
let me do this, right? Let me
she
me
looks
just-
like Katie McGraw.
There we go.
Yeah, but it's Poppy Drayton.
You know who Katie McGrath is? There's no further like comment.
She looks like Katie McGraw. She's hot.
Listen,
There you go. You can't move it now.
It looks like Katie McGraw in Merlin, but with like lighter hair.
but I want you to know her movements and her attitude are very, not that anyone's watched this except me, I think it's very Abigail from Charmed.
I'm in.
New Charmed or
With
old
you.
Charmed?
New Charmed.
I've watched that. I just don't remember who any of those people are.
Well, I
I'm
just
like, what is it with you people called Abby or Abigail? That's really funny.
my cousin's name is Abby. I don't know. It's weird.
Okay, back to the description.
A lot of Abbies. I'm sorry.
Can I roll to see how if my chances, how high my chances are of seducing her?
Nah.
I love the internet.
Anyone's gonna seduce this bitch is gonna be me.
It depends. She might like dragon schlongs.
Right? Oh God, let's not go back there again. I don't want to talk about.
Please don't.
Anyways, her description. She is an elven woman. If she was in human years, she would appear to be like late 20s. She has extremely long, straight but with a slight wave in it, like blackish, grayish hair. She has high arched eyebrows with piercing bluey green turquoisey eyes. She has multiple piercings in her ears, and currently she is wearing she's not wearing exactly what's in that picture. That was just for, so she was wearing something, but she is wearing a long red dress.
Of course she is. Why
Listen,
are the evil ones always so hot?
I just want you to know that if it was actually Poppy Drayton, I would have just been like, yeah, I'm evil, it's fine.
I mean, embrace it.
Truth.
Yep. So
I wasn't even thinking of that, guess, but you know.
I'm already standing behind River, like with my hand on her shoulder. I just kind of lean forward just a little bit and go, I mean, you warned us that she was hot? What? Damn, dude!
Isla.
Yeah.
Damn.
Also, her voice, just so you know, especially because you played Tomb Raider now, the new Tomb Raider, it is literally that voice. The proper English, like, soft. It's so hot.
It's sultry and alluring.
Dude. I see why she I see why I understand why she seems the type who is that hot and that evil. But yeah. Anyway, I'm just saying, damn dude.
Yeah. Please
So
roll a
I
wisdom
think you
saving throw for me.
Lay in bed here and talk.
What'd you say?
I need Leaf to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Why? What did Leaf do?
where's Leaf?
What'd Leaf do?
What the fuck, Leaf?
What did I do? I'm like, I need to
Just
do
roll
a
a wisdom saving
wisdom
throw.
saving throw.
I love a random roll that we don't know what it means.
That is a natural 20 plus 4, so 24 for wisdom.
Oh,
Damn.
Still
Damn.
doesn't meet the DC.
what?
What? It's a nat 20.
Nat 20!
Doesn't meet the DC though. DC
I love it. Let's
25.
go. What happened? Let's do it.
Leaf, once you see this figure, you are completely frozen. You can still move if you want to, but you just feel completely frozen in place as you see, first of all, the dark hair, with the sort of grey mingled in with it, and then just the piercing blue-green eyes. And
Is this a charm effect?
no,
How is this not a charm effect?
She said she could move, so it's like her own will is freezing her. Not someone is freezing her.
Because I have advantage against being charmed, but I'm not being
Yeah.
charmed, I don't think.
She's not being charmed. It's herself that's doing it.
So I come up there, Leaf, and dude,
I don't.
buddy,
I'm not there.
hey,
I am, but I just look
You're
over.
like white knuckling a dagger, trying to not murder.
yeah, you're going through your own shit.
Yeah. I don't notice.
are you all right?
As Torrin's asking this, you you see flashes of being back in Ustradil and running through the forests there, hand in hand with
Erin,
Oh.
don't make me laugh.
Do I have to spank you?
running hand in hand with an elven female who's about the same age as you, who has short red hair. And there's like multiple memories, like back from when you were little young elven kids, just running around, climbing up trees, getting into trouble, to then becoming slightly older, and then heading off towards school and things like that together, and like attending parties with your parents. And then you see this image of Lady Rielana, just standing over the dead body of the redhead elf girl.
Oh,
Fuck!
fuck!
I love it.
I love when backstories collide. Hey, buddy. Hey,
What?
What happened? Something obviously happened to you. What's going on?
I don't know. It's all very like glitchy, and I just don't know what's happening.
Did you see something? Did you remember something?
It's like things I remember, but it just doesn't feel. It feels like so out of reach.
All right. Well, what did you see?
I think it's someone that's like meant a lot to me, but like, it's just I can't remember. It's so odd.
Somebody that meant a lot to you. Okay. And what did somebody? Is she here? What triggered it?
She triggered it when she came into the room.
Later.
At that, I
When you saw her coming out of the carriage.
It definitely through my head. What?
Aunt B triggered you?
What? Do you
Aunt
know her?
B?
Yes. Do you know her?
Do you have a memory of her?
Like I said, it's like it's coming together in bits and bobs, but like I just don't know if it's like
Inside check!
Roll an insight check.
This is just River, not me. Fucking balls!
Because River is freaking out now.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd inside go? Inside. That's a 10.
I mean, Leaf.
I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
I'm not making it up.
Yeah.
I'm not a nasty
With a 10,
character.
even if you were lying, I would think you were telling the
Yeah.
truth.
Yeah.
Well, you look really pale. Maybe you should
More
sit
so
down.
than usual.
I was gonna say,
More so than usual. Well, maybe have a seat. Get you an ale or water. What can we do for you?
Yeah, I think I need to like sit down and just like have a water or something. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'll pick Leaf up and carry them back to our caravan and sit them down on the cart and get her some water.
And I'm gonna walk up behind Broderick and kind of tap and go. I think I've been where you're at right now. That looked a lot like something that happens to me once in a while. Do you want to talk about whatever it is you were remembering, even if it doesn't make sense? If you don't want to talk about it, that is also 100% valid and you don't need to. But I know that sometimes for me, talking about what was going on in my brain is helpful. Or sometimes it makes it worse. It kind of depends. It's very situational. So I don't want to pressure you. I know I've had that look on my face before.
Either way, we're here for you, is what we're saying.
I think not right now.
Okay.
Probably in some time.
That's fine. Maybe maybe tomorrow, maybe after this is all done.
Yep, sounds good. Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, bud.
Oh, buddy.
And then give them a hug.
Meanwhile, I'm walking step in step, but like a bit a ways from Lady R.
You see her head up towards the doors, talk very briefly towards the guards, and then someone opens up the doors from inside and lets her in. Is there anything?
Can she feel me looking at her?
No, you look around and it seems as though quite a lot of the people have like came out of their tents and just sort of they're just sort of watching what's going on.
And she's the narcissistic type who's used to having people stare at her.
She gives no fucks.
I mean, she's fucking hot as hell, so, you know.
All right. So after that revelation, you kind of all settle down to sort of check out the guard rotations with your plan.
Oh, I go into the guardhouse to go to the bathroom, and I try to scope out and see if there are any uniforms lying around.
Okay. You don't see uniforms just like randomly lying around, but as you're going into the bathroom area, you do see a guard coming out of a room, and it looks as though he's adjusting some like leather armor and just fixing the fastenings and things like that.
Okay, I just use the bathroom and go back.
Okay. All right. So what we'll do there, before we sort of jump into like all this next sort of stuff, is we'll leave it there for today, and we'll jump back in next week. Seeing as we're playing next week.
All right.
I'm so excited we're playing two back to back for this.
I am excited.
I just want you to know though, before we end, River sets up alarm, obviously, but also immediately just goes to bed after what happened.